Welcome to the Everyday Black Man Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker. I'm joined by R. Reed Armstead. We have two special guests today. We got our boy Supreme, and then we got Boy. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get the episode rolling. The first thing we're going to talk about is how white people are still trying to confirm Kavanaugh after all these allegations. After everything came out, they still like, we're going to put white supremacy before all these white women complaining about being raped.
Shame,
we don't care. You know what? I don't care if her testimony was credible and if she answered every question truthfully. I still want this man on the board.
White people don't give a fuck what you think about their hypocrisy.
They don't care anymore.
You said that before, and you were right then, and you're right now. They don't give two fucks about what you think about their hypocrisy. They're like, I don't care if he raped you in court, and it's recorded, and he have a DVD. All right, we elected the president to say he grabbed women by the pussy, and we didn't care. So did you really think we was gonna care about 3 women coming forth with rape allegations? Probably 2 of them are true and 1 isn't. But hey. I'll let the law, aka the FBI, in their quick 1-week investigation.
Be after me, Quarter Keaton, my womanly.
Womanly.
Yes, sir.
I know,
no.
But
Rhonda.
it's gonna be interesting to see how all this stuff plays out. Because this is just it's trash.
Fuck that dumb shit.
It is dumb shit. It's fuck shit.
It ain't nothing but a casualty.
I mean, yeah, this hearing has been casualty. This hearing has been trash. It's been absolute ass.
I got so bored watching that shit.
It wasn't even boring. It was just like, you remember when they started like his testimony after hers, and then like 20 minutes into it, he getting raving and laying. It's like, dog, when did you grow ovaries?
He got rape charges from when he was 14. Man.
See his yearbook?
I mean, I know I'm upset. Also, your yearbook conflicts what you said earlier, and also now you say, well, back then in Maryland, like you could drink at 17. No, the fuck you couldn't. You couldn't drink anywhere.
Shit is crazy. It's like, how they just gonna go back? That shit, they'll go back on a yearbook like that just for like I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of shit in the yearbook that people don't have. That was just.
I mean, just don't write stupid shit in there. Don't be like, yeah, dog, and we raped that bitch on the 17th. Like,
my thing is this:
it's dumb shit to write.
How old is that man? Let me ask you this: how old is that man?
That man is in his 40s.
Who, Kavanaugh?
Yeah, Kavanaugh.
He older than that,
yeah,
bro.
You think he's older than that?
He gotta be in his 50s.
How many of y'all?
Let's see.
Wait, let me ask you this.
Continue. Boy.
How old are you?
13.
Okay, I can't ask him.
So if he raped somebody now,
I mean, if he raped somebody now, I don't know you.
Then 20 years later, and they say he raped somebody, I'm just like, that Me Too movement is strong, boy. I'm telling you.
I mean, they.
As a matter of fact, he didn't rape someone. He sexually assaulted them, or
Actually, you're right. He's 53.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know how that works, bro. I don't know how much you should be. Will we hold them to the same standard too? And I don't know.
Well, we try to hold them to the same standard.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Well, no, it doesn't work that way in most things. Like, remember that big Me Too woman? Woman who turned out that she had sexually assaulted like that 19-year-old.
No, he was younger when it started. Right?
Yeah, he was younger when it started, and then all of a sudden she disappeared off the map. Like, nobody's seen from her. Her Twitter posts ain't been updated. Accounts canceled. Like, she done hit a Roman Polanski.
I'm gonna let you know something right now. I was sexually assaulted in the 6th grade. Okay.
Damn.
Someone grabbed my penis.
Oh,
that's terrible.
It's a man or a woman.
It's a woman. It doesn't count, right?
No, that does count. That still counts.
Does that count?
Let's lock her up.
It depends.
I mean, I let her keep grabbing me because I liked it, but still.
Still, she was older than you, or was she the same age?
We were in 6th grade, man.
Okay, then she's obviously you're a victim. You're
entitled because I didn't know what was going on.
You're entitled now to sue the school system. They should have known that she was a predator.
I'm not gonna be able to sue the cat.
I mean, you can sue the cat guy. You just may not get anything for it.
You got raped by your babysitter.
I got raped by she wasn't my babysitter, but
I mean, damn,
she was definitely
she was a family.
She was definitely an older woman. I think I was 13. I was 12. 12.
I mean, that's worse.
She was 18.
She really digging into the.
Everyone thinks they're gonna take us as a joke. But technically speaking, although mine was more of a joke because I said I enjoyed it.
We don't have to go into the details.
But I'm just saying, like that. I don't know. But decisions you make at that age, and he was drinking. I'm like taking logic into this. I don't know if he should be held accountable. But his defense should have been, look, I was 14 years old. I was drinking. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know I'm not that man today.
But see, if he says that, they're automatically going to disqualify him from running. Yeah. And that's why he wants to lie. And it's like, dude,
I mean, I
you live in a state where there are no statutes of limitations.
I would have respected that nigga if he would have did that.
yes, you would have respected him if he had done that. And good job,
Ring of the bell.
Supreme.
Ring of
Great
the bell,
job,
guys.
Ringing bells up
My
in
thing,
here.
and with that bell, I'm gonna ask y'all this: how many of y'all right now still have y'all yearbook?
I do. I got both of them.
Me too.
Yeah, I still got mine.
You're still getting them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you're still getting them. That's very different. You're still getting them. The rest of us, I mean, some of us threw it away. Like, I still have, like, my high school and my college yearbooks. Both
They
years.
make yearbooks
They
in
make
college.
yearbooks in college?
Yes, if you go to a school that doesn't suck.
I did go to a school that didn't suck, and I don't remember a yearbook.
Well, then obviously your school sucked.
Obviously, I did
Oh,
not
the
want to.
public
Oh, I'm sorry. Not everybody was in the yearbook club like you were and doing the yearbook stuff
I
and
was
doing
in the
yearbook
yearbook
things.
club.
fucking
I was
dork.
in all the clubs. I was in every club.
You fucking
You weren't in
dork.
the right clubs, nigga. We was in chocolate.
Yeah.
You was in chocolate?
It's a
Chocolate
joke.
club? I know. It's terrible. It's trash.
No, you just don't get it because you weren't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
All right.
Yeah,
Moving
yeah.
along
Lady
from
with the
one
rocket.
drama to
Hey,
the
what's
next.
the chocolate club?
We're going to talk about this Kevin Hart drama. Like, Kevin
What's the
Hart seems to
chocolate
be
club?
attracting drama.
Kevin
now
Hart
Cat
started
Williams
it.
talking about how he going to run these hands across Kevin Hart when he see him.
If I could take them.
It's like Kevin, I
They
mean,
the same
Cat,
size.
no,
They are the same
Cat Williams
size.
already
A little
lost
bit.
to 8th grader.
Look,
right?
that 8th grader was big for his size.
No,
But
he
you know-
was.
but you know what-
But
but
you
you know
still took
what,
an
though?
L. You still took an L.
But you know what? He got some experience, though. He got some
no, get your
experience.
ass beat that
you know?
experience.
Cat Williams is like
Hey, man,
5
any
foot
experience-
nothing.
any-
Kevin Hart is 5 foot nothing. He just swole, so that's the thing I might know.
I think
But I
Kevin
think that
Hart
made
win
Kevin Hart
fight.
slow. So,
No, he's not slow. Have you ever seen Kevin Hart run?
have you
He-
ever
he-
seen him run?
Yes, he be
Right,
showing, he
he's
be showing
slow.
on his Instagram all the time. He can run quick.
Nah, bro, them little legs is making it look quick,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
not really
No,
running
no,
that
he's
fast.
running quick. Because remember, there was one Instagram thing where like his wife was basically taking off. He's like, no,
Bruh.
I'm coming.
Let me ask you this: did you see what's the name run from Terry Crews? He was getting the fuck on in that movie.
Oh,
I
no.
saw Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
He could run from Kevin.
Oh, yeah, Cat Williams run from
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews in Friday number 3. Right?
Yeah, but that was a different Cat Williams.
Cat
Remember, Cat Williams
got
old
the
now.
fuck on.
He's,
Hey, but,
he's old as shit now.
but Kevin Hart raced Usain Bolt and didn't even get close. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, look, any of us who race the same boat would get in
I
that club.
smoked that nigga.
First and foremost, that nigga
mean
would
to smoke
laugh
with
at
him?
you and be like, "You're not famous enough to race me."
I smoked that nigga.
You'll smoke with him.
You'll
Smoke
smoke
that
with
nigga.
him.
He's Jamaican.
You're gonna smoke with him. You're not smoking him.
That's racist.
You're not getting close to him. Look, man, everybody smokes.
I didn't say I was gonna be on foot.
At the same token, and bringing it back, terrible threats. Short threats. Very, very, very
He
short.
didn't make that nigga Kevin Hart started it, and this all go back from this Wonder shit, guys, and it just keeps going forward and forward, and everybody's throwing their hat in.
Always over a woman.
Eddie Griffin is throwing his hat in this conversation.
Eddie Griffin didn't really throw his hat. Eddie Griffin just wanted to
He had
talk
an opinion
about
about
things
it.
that happened that was recent. And I mean, I don't have a problem with him talking. It's just one of those things where it's like, bro, we already got 16 people in this ring. We'll need 17.
Hey, whatever, we need more.
Nah, we'll need more.
Eddie Griffin is a very underrated comedian.
No, he is underrated. But why don't you prepare your comeback tour? Like, do like anyone else
Fred
and
Sanford.
get your shit together. Like, get it
Fred
together.
Sanford
Put it
had
into
a
something.
son in the truck, and a son named Lamont. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Really?
Y'all remember that Eddie Griffin show?
No, I don't.
He made a theme song for the Sanford song.
I mean, that's still ingenious, but
That
I don't
was
remember the theme
hilarious.
song. I barely remember the show.
Eddie and Eddie? No, Eddie and Eddie?
No,
Eddie
no,
and Eddie.
no,
It
no.
was Eddie and Eddie.
No, it was not edited.
Yes, it was Eddie and Eddie. Different.
Yeah,
Malcolm
it
and
was.
Eddie. Malcolm and Eddie.
Oh,
I was close enough.
that was close. That was close.
Malcolm and Eddie, and he was Jesus and Norbert.
I mean, shit. You
Undercover
really want to
brother.
bring up Norman?
In case y'all didn't know who Eddie Griffin was, I just wanted to give you a little.
I mean, I feel like from the blank looks on their faces, they'll know who the fuck we talking
I
about.
mean, Eddie Griffin ain't been funny since he went for broke in that one TV show. Yeah,
Check
but
it out.
yeah, all these comedians are throwing their hat into it. Man, it just shows you how dysfunctional black people are.
Well, it's not just dysfunctional. It's just stupid. Like, it should have just stayed the two people and whatever. And even if you thought that he rubbed you the wrong way, first and foremost, what's that chick's name again?
Tiffany Haddish.
Leslie Jones.
Oh.
You got a whole career that you need to figure out.
Nah, Tiffany Haddish did something bogus though to me, and ain't nobody call her out for that. She said her and Kat was cool, but then she went on a radio show. But she's a woman, of course, she'll get a pass. She went on a radio show and said some. And she said some slick shit. I ain't gonna call it out. She was just like, I thought I had messed with his boyfriend, but 2 nights before, he walked up to you. He was like, man, I wouldn't mean it like that. I was talking about this and that. And they said they squashed it, and she was telling everybody, we ain't have no beef. But as soon as you went to the radio with Kevin Hart started going in. Then you jump back on it like you had beef with him. And I'm just like, man, you bogus as fuck, man. I know Kevin Hart helped you, but, man, fuck that. Don't get involved in that shit. Because Kevin Hart, I mean, no offense, the only reason he's doing that is because he at the top. But what you got to realize, Kevin Hart, most of y'all comedians, the top comedians, get 7 years. And all them niggas under you, one of them coming for you. I thought it was going to be Michael Carmichael, even though I don't like him, but it was just
Gerard
who it
Carmichael?
was. Gerard Carmichael, right?
Yeah, Gerard Carmichael.
I thought it was going to be him, but it's not going to be him.
Well, no, Gerard Carmichael, he's too focused on whatever. Because the thing about it is, he's pretty big in North Carolina. So he's got like a pretty big base. He can tour in North Carolina.
Yeah, but he had a TV show, didn't he?
He did, but they took it down for white supremacy.
Roe got. I don't think Roe is basically Kevin's guy, ain't he though?
Roe is Kevin's guy.
He is. I don't know. I ain't seen him do no stand-up comedy. He's just funny to look at.
You're not wrong about that. And sometimes it is comedy that's like that. But we're getting a little bit long in the tooth, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip the next point that I had. So the last point I want to get to, sorry to cut that one a little bit short, is that Drake over here on some grooming bullshit. He over here texting Millie Bobby Brown, which I know, funny name, but she's 14 years old. There is no reason for you, if you're not related to her, to text her at all if she's 14 years old.
What? He got to be nice for her. To
No,
you niggas.
he doesn't need to be nice to her.
Pre-teen on you niggas.
No, you don't need to mess with pre-teens or teens at all when you're Drake.
What?
You're 30 years old.
She tricked him with those angles.
She didn't trick with the angles. He knew who she was because he didn't text her until after she did her second season in Stranger Things, when she started looking like, not a boy. It's just like stuff that he said, like, what happens to text stays in text, or I miss you. No, I miss you more. Dog, like, you
Drake,
too old.
man,
You too old for this shit, nigga. You are too fucking old to be out here acting like you 16 again. She not even 16, so this would have been wrong even if you were in the right age group.
What? She had a birthday last year. Life goes on.
Yes, she turned 14 last year.
And it's all right.
Yeah, no, it's not all right.
She was showing off.
No, she wasn't showing off. She was not showing off. She was not showing off. This nigga Drake, I mean, I've been telling people that Drake do some suspect things, but this just really kind of confirms it. I mean, before niggas was acting like we were crazy for saying that Drake's little grooming 16-year-old thing was wrong. But then Millie came out of here, and then all of a sudden a lot of people were like, oh, I can't ride with Drake. I'm like, we told you niggas not to ride with Drake back when he was trying to ride with the 16-year-old. And now...
What? She got a baby Benz.
Yeah, she do has a baby
She
Benz.
got some bad friends.
Stupid.
16 years old. That is absolutely fucking
High school
ridiculous.
pics. She was even bad then.
She's still in high school. You can't go around that. I mean, to be honest, to be fair, she's now 18 and she just graduated from high school. But still, like, you can't do that. Like, you can't. You are too famous, and your legal team should be smart enough to be like, Drake, please don't get fucking caught up on this shit, because you can't groom. You can talk to her the moment she turns 19, and nobody's gonna matter.
Drake.
Like, that's the thing that we let you do with Georgia Smith. Like, nobody called you problematic, even though that was a little creepy that you came out here with a 19-year-old, and then the moment people found out about you, broke up with her. Which at the same time, Georgia.
And that other dude
what you
did
think it's
it,
gonna
and
be?
no one called him out.
Oh, you mean R. Cancel Kelly?
No, the other dude, the rapper, the one that I don't like, and he's out in California. He a blood, and he was with the Kardashian.
I'm drawing an absolute blank.
Yeah, the dude that's with the Kardashian.
Oh, you mean Tyga?
Tyga.
Yeah, that nigga's creepy as fuck too. I don't
He
fuck with that nigga
creepy.
either.
He's a sexual predator.
Yeah, like Drake is on the line, but Tyga is fully in.
Fully, yeah.
He was
bagging that little 16-year-old girl.
I mean, to be honest, she is cute, but she ended up with Travis Scott.
To be honest, what? Hold on. Just
to be
because
honest,
she's cute, it's
she
okay.
is cute. No, I'm just saying. To be honest,
To be honest,
cute.
I think her mom was okay with it.
I mean,
Does that count?
To be honest, that doesn't
no.
count if her mom's okay with it.
Oh, okay. Because I think in Georgia, if your parents okay it and you get married.
No. In Georgia, it's
weird.
okay if your parents married. That's how R. Kelly got away with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Because her parents said, "Oh yeah, you're a pop star and you got money." And
He said her love was 1 in a million.
it was because 99,999 other parents would have been like, hell to the fucking no. But you found the one group of parents who were like, you know what? I'm sorry, baby. You just gonna need to be abused.
One group of parents, $1 million. Here you go. There go my daughter.
Nah, you wouldn't give up your daughter.
I said I wouldn't. I said they did.
I know they did exactly,
Yeah,
but that's the difference. That's
Yeah, you gonna at least have to offer 10.
that is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
He's joking, ladies and gentlemen.
100 million. There's a price for everybody, even though we won't admit it.
I mean, that is absolutely true. There's a price for everybody. At the same time, I wouldn't let my daughter do that. I'd be like, look, baby girl.
To R. Kelly?
How about this? What you're going to do is you take $50 million up front, and we'll tell this man to come back in 4 years and see if you still mean it. Because, after you have a little bit of seasoning from life, after you have some seasoning from life, you just decide.
Men used to give away their daughters all the time.
I know, but that was back in the bad years that we pretend like didn't happen.
That shit still happens.
I mean, it does happen in West Virginia, but I mean, only Trump does.
That's because they're giving it to their sister or brother.
I mean, they're not giving it to their sister or brother. They're giving it to whoever's got the check. You got 10,000, aka, or a lot of fucking Xanax. I will. I'll let you go on, baby girl. This man gave us $10,000 in Xanax, and you know what time it is, which is hella creepy. So, in all seriousness, please don't sell your kids for some bullshit. But
yeah, not no bullshit. A lot of money.
Don't sell them for no money either. Like, just don't do it, people. Continue on.
Entertainment.
Into entertainment.
And I haven't watched that yet, by the way.
Oh, Night School?
No.
This shit was hilarious.
Napoli. I wanted to talk about that in a separate podcast.
You know what? We'll talk about that in a separate podcast. But switching to sports.
Basketball season's about to start, guys.
You mean the one sport that we actually co-sign?
I co-sign soccer as well. Just to let you know.
Well, you mean football?
And baseball.
Oh, well, I mean, baseball is not bad. The Braves actually won their
They're
division.
actually going to the playoffs, side note.
This is the first time in what, like a decade?
For the Braves?
Yeah, for the Braves?
Nah, they was good like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
But did they make it to the playoffs?
They made it to the playoffs like 6 years ago, I think. I don't know, man. I don't really like baseball. I was lying.
You fucking liar.
Y'all think the Lakers going to win the championship?
I mean, I don't think the Lakers going to win the championship, but I certainly hope the Lakers win the championship.
Why?
Because then all of the old Lakers will be mad that it took LeBron coming for them to win. All the new Lakers will be jazzed up, and everybody else will be like, "But this is bullshit." But y'all didn't complain about Golden State, so I want to hear it. Like you can't allow for there to be one huge conglomerate and then get mad when somebody else makes a conglomerate. At the same time, I do think that makes the Eastern Conference Finals trash.
Tristan Thompson said the East comes through Cleveland. They the 4-time Eastern Conference champion.
Tristan Thompson's about to watch his whole hairline recede when they lose, and he's gonna be sitting there like, "Damn, the Celtics! I didn't know you could do that. Damn, I didn't know y'all could do that."
The funny thing of the NBA week was, I don't know if you guys get a chance, but we can just. I want y'all to look up Kawhi Leonard's laugh. Yeah.
Have you seen the evolution of the niggas laugh? It's not like It's like It's like he's like evolving into Peter.
I don't even know what you're.
He was like, oh, I don't really know how to talk about that. My life is a little
Fun
different.
His laugh is so funny.
That was the most. He's a weird dude, but I don't think he's really used to talking. He's socially awkward.
Yeah.
He probably
so he's basically like that guy that you're talking about, but if he was good at basketball instead of good at just listening to his woman and her telling him what to do with his life. Sorry.
Oh, yo, them messages you put up, are we going to talk about that? What was that about?
We can talk about that.
Okay. Yo,
we'll talk about that in the relationship.
That was the end for the sports because nothing really happened. Like
we were going to talk about, what's that guy's name? Josh Gordon, but...
nah, well, he did nothing yet.
He ain't did
play.
So we're going to go into music. So this week in music has been, it's been so much shit going on in music. We got the Carter 5 that dropped. It was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good, but it's dated.
Yeah, it does sound dated.
I like it. Took me a couple days. Like, this is dope, but I'm like, yo, this sounds dated.
I mean,
although
the thing about
I did like that
the
song.
Kendrick Lamar song sticks out. The Dedicate song, Mona Lisa, that sticks out. Dedicate was pretty good.
Yeah.
What's the other one that's
I like
out?
Don't Cry.
Don't Cry.
I love
but
that
the reason that Don't Cry works so well is because of the hook. The hook is just really good.
Like my boy ass, I miss you.
Exactly. You like my
He sounds like Evanescence, but I'm like, dude, you good back, but wake me up inside.
Exactly.
Like the little girl that sing the hook.
Hey, if you make that mashup, you better credit R. Reed. You better credit that nigga.
What?
And say that they make that mashup. People listen to your shit, get an idea, credit.
Oh, Evanescence is like, man, I love those old songs. Like, I don't know, it was Evanescence. It was someone. What's the guy that died? He was in that group. Linkin Park used to do that. Those little weird kind of sultry kind of hooks.
Yeah.
Call my name and save me from the dark.
All the
Be
super
my
young
to ride
Gen Xers
before I come undone.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Gen Xers. This is a song before your time. Like, this song literally came out before you were born.
No, it didn't.
I know. I'm just fucking with them.
Didn't.
They don't know.
They were babies though.
Yeah. So you didn't count. From there, we go into Lupe Fiasco, who had Drogas Wave, which is a magnificent album.
Y'all said that, but I didn't listen to it still.
Okay, well,
I ain't heard it
when
yet
you do
either.
listen to it,
I need to.
the first 8 tracks are basically this reimagining of slavery. If we had these people called the Long Chains who fucked up the slavery trade, then they like accuse like all the people that helped of being terrible.
People?
Yeah, like the resources. Let's be honest, the resources of being terrible. But it was a great album. It's probably Lupe's best and most coherent work in literally a decade.
Nah, I like that last one. What was the name of it?
What, Tetsuo and the Youth or
Yeah,
the one before?
Tetsuo and Youth.
No, Tetsuo and the Youth is still good. Again, I'm not taking away from that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying like this is like his
16 years.
certified classic.
Like food and liquor classic.
Yeah, like Food and Liquor. Because like
I thought he quit.
Well, he did quit, then he came back. Like, I think after he bought his Manilas, which, if you don't know what Manilas are, they were the chains that white people used to give the West Africans when they would buy slaves. And basically, they're made out of bronze and sometimes iron. And they basically look like little chain things. And they would just give them to him, like, here, take this shiny Trisket, and I'll take one of your people. In addition to, you know, trading for grain, crops, guns, bullets, that kind of stuff.
I thought he was a kung fu master now.
Well, he does dabble in samurai from time to time.
He does a little martial arts here and
Yeah,
there.
he does a little martial arts. I mean, again, Lupe Fiasco is like if every nerd got to live out how they want to live their lives, but had to rap on the side. Because sometimes he looks at hip hop and he'd be like, "Do I really have to spit some bars? Like, can I just go back and go play in Japan? Like,
Go play in Japan.
You know, like, can I just do that?" But Lupe's back. It's a really coherent effort. He's got tracks on there like Island Forever, where he reimagines that 3-year-old Syrian boy who died trying to cross into Europe and like what he would have been like if he grew up. Overall, it's pretty good. He's got a track on there called King Nas and another one dedicated to Mos Def. Those are also pretty good. So check it out. But the next thing I want to get into pretty quickly is Joey Purp. He came out with Quarter Thing. Quarter Thing got a song on there called Elastic. Ooh, boy, you're going to hear that one at the club sometime soon. Quarter Thing, the song, which is the title track from his Quarter Thing release, is pretty good as well. But Joey Purp is smart. He understands he's not the best rapper, so what do you do when you're not the best rapper? You get the best beats that you can humanly pay for.
Best beats you can find.
And make sure that your hooks are tight enough for people to nod their head to, because at the end of the night, if you can't be a great rapper, make lounge music and make one club banger.
Make good
somebody,
songs. You don't
exactly.
care-
Just
nobody
make good
cares if
songs. You
can
have to be the
rap.
best rapper.
Only hip hop heads care if you can rap,
Yeah.
but as long as
Exactly.
you make good songs, no one cares.
You're right.
That's the thing about Drake. People call him great because he's talented, but honestly, if you really break down Drake, he's not really that good.
No,
he's above average. Don't get me wrong. He's above average, and
Yeah,
he
he
can probably
definitely
stick with the best of them.
I like Drake.
But he can't beat them.
And moving in from there to the next topic, which is Supreme and boy. Do you know who Joe Budden is?
No.
Repeat that into the mic.
No.
Okay. So that's the cultural
You know
divide.
who
You
Joe
I
can do
bet they
that.
don't know who the other guy is either.
Do you know who Sci-Hi the Prince is?
No.
Okay.
You really don't know who Sci-Hi?
No, they don't know Sci-Hi.
Sci-Hi ain't never did nothing.
Kanye ain't really put that man on. But basically, Joe Budden is an old rapper who made a song called Pump, 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 Pump It Up.
The nigga from Love and Hip Hop.
Remember Love and Hip Hop? Remember the old light-skinned dude who was really mad at everybody and bald head? Yeah, bald head. Say it, Armstead. Say how you say it.
I got a bald head.
Exactly. It was like that. He had a bald head. But so basically, Sci-Hi the Prince, rapper you don't know, challenged Joe Budden, other old rapper that you don't know, to a battle for 500,000. So we gonna wait for this episode of.
He retired, man.
The
He
same
ain't
dude
gonna
that was like, man, you ain't been on Bad and Bougie. You been on Bad and Bougie.
Remember that guy who talked to who
Oh,
Migos almost beat up? That guy, the old.
They weren't
the
gonna
old
beat
guy.
him up when they were their little Hawaiian shirts on. Trying to look tough.
Hey man, Offset was willing to do it though. Offset was willing to do it. He was like, man,
Is
I'm
that the
going
one that
back.
don't speak English?
No, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's
Take
the
off.
one.
That's Take Off. Take Off the one.
Work every day with no day off. You just trying to put a little bit talk like that, but I didn't talk. But I'm like, nigga, you from the north side, nigga. When I grew up, all the rich people stayed on the north side. Something went strange up there.
Something strange in the water, man.
Yeah,
All of a sudden,
bro.
North Side turned to straight gangsters. You like, didn't you go to a public school that was like 8 or better?
Didn't
Like,
you go to Lake Lanier?
Didn't you go to Lake Lanier every summer? Didn't you have Six Flags season passes? Like instead of the rest of us, we had to collect Coke cans to get that $10 off discount.
Boy, you don't know nothing about that, boy. You don't know nothing about that.
I mean, I don't, but I'm just
don't
saying.
ride roller coasters and you don't.
Yeah, he don't.
I don't.
It hurts.
No, I used to go.
It does not hurt.
With Upward Bound, which great program if you got kids. Get them into that. If you don't make a lot of money and you want to get your kids to be able to do stuff for the entire summer, don't have to worry about them.
I went to summer camp.
Finishing, well, it's kind of like a summer camp,
should
but
go
it's
to
for people
space
who want to
camp.
go to college. But finishing up, what we're going to do is we're going to go into relationships very quickly. So we got a couple of different topics. What were you saying, R. Reed, about the topic that you wanted me to talk about?
Well, you sent me some messages and I didn't get it because you didn't give me the full context of it.
Okay. Let me go back.
It was
back
like
to
bitch
these messages.
nigga sent you something, and I was like, "What bitch nigga wanted?" And then I was just like,
No, I get you. I get you.
It's in our own personal message.
So basically, what happened is this bitch nigga was talking about how this main guy put up a post talking about how black women need to defend black men because we're under attack. And so, of course, bitch nigga came around and said, well, black women don't largely rape and abuse black men. Nor do they make black men feel unsafe at night. It's like this was not a post about who rapes who or who makes who feel uncomfortable at night. These are all issues we can address on an individual by individual basis. And also he said statistically, women are less likely to report cases of abuse perpetrated by black men than women of other races. All right, we're not talking about that. We're talking about black men asking for help. Like, if you want to have that conversation, you can start a whole different Facebook thing, and we can talk about how, that is a problem in the community because, yes, we do want women to come.
Everybody does that. That's not a thing subjected to just the black community.
Exactly. And if you look at white statistics, white women report rapes by white men at lesser rates than rapes by men of other ethnicities. I mean, that's something that's not unique to black people.
Nah, you know he's a fake feminist because it's bitch a feminist.
Because,
I'm sorry, she's the man, he's the woman.
Well, I mean, that's what somebody said about Wale the other day. They were like, Wale, the hip hop's first black female rapper. It's like that's cold. Who,
Wale?
Yeah, they're talking about Wale. I was like,
I'll say that was Drake.
I mean, but he's not the first though. Like you can say one of the most prominent.
What,
but you
female
can't say
rappers?
first.
Drake?
Yeah. Like,
Drake
you can't
is
say
the best female rapper out there. I'm sorry.
I mean, people have said that again. He's the most prominent female rapper out there.
Or maybe Ja Rule.
Well, Ja Rule was the first person to put singing on the map, and everybody clowned him for it. And now your favorite rappers all do it. Every single one.
Check this out. I was watching something on YouTube last night, and they was talking about a bunch of people who like pretend to be rich, but they're really broke as shit. And Ja Rule was one of them. And did y'all know recently Ja Rule actually tried to do like a little island thing where he tried to.
That wasn't recent. That was like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago.
Well, not recently, but yeah, sometime I just saw it. So a while ago.
I mean, it was targeted mostly to rich white people, so that's why you didn't see it. They didn't advertise in your neighborhood.
That's what it is. Well, then you know about it already.
Well, no. Continue. No. People may not know.
It was just crazy because he supposedly did some type of scandal or something like that where he tried to get a bunch of people to come out and spend money. And they was talking about the food and stuff that they had. That they said was like molded bread and just hamburgers and just regular hot dogs and stuff. It was roasting them. And then now he ends up owing them a lot of money, and then he got a lot of backlash from it.
Getting back on subject with bitch nigga.
No, you're fine.
What we need is don't switch the subject. I understand that maybe you're feeling some kind of way, and you feel like maybe all black men aren't rocking with black women, but there's a time and a place for every conversation. I don't go to your funeral and talk about what a deadbeat piece of shit ass nigga you were, because your funeral is not the time to do that. If I want to talk shit about you, I need to talk shit about you before you die, or wait a little while and then talk shit after you die. But don't show up to the funeral talking shit, because at that point, I feel like, again, this is one of those times where you should be able to have legalized murder. If I come to your funeral talking mad shit about how you was a deadbeat and whatever, I feel like you asking to die.
What bitch nigga don't understand and what bitch nigga will never understand is, I keep saying this and no one gets it. No one is scared of a black woman. And it sounds like it's fucked up. They are better educated than black men. They have better jobs than black men, statistically speaking. And
statistics?
They do not fear them. When you go in times of war, and it's always going to be like this, you kill male children and you kill the men.
And teenage boys.
And the teenage, they're dead. Boom. Because a young man will grow up and rise against his oppressor. Until we get black men in a more prominent position, I know it sucks. It sucks.
It does.
They're not there. It's fine. But we need more black men. That's like when everybody was like, man, this first black woman this, first black woman. That is fine and dandy and all great.
Well, no, we need to know that history.
Oh.
At the same time, we also need a history of, here are the things that black men used to do for the community. You guys are saying you don't have single fathers. You're saying this, you're saying that.
Correct. But until black men are more prominent in our society, we can't move forward. And I feel like they act like they elevate black men, but they don't. Because at the same time, I don't know if they know this, the black man is the most denigrated person in the United States.
In the United States.
You don't believe so?
I mean, black men are often denigrated. I feel like you got two ways you can go with that conversation. But in either case, I feel like it's easy to make an argument for what you're saying.
Correct, because until y'all can do, women, I love y'all. I respect, it's nothing about you. You need more raise these young black men to be better than what, not no fucking mama's boy and he doing what you say. You need that dude to become a man and becoming like these fucking governors and all this other bullshit in society, because no one fears a black woman. Because white women, I'm sorry, y'all, they come before y'all. It's white woman. We're going to go with white man, white woman. Although the white woman's coming for the white man with the Me Too movement.
I mean, they're not just coming for the white man. They come for the white man because they want to get power. Again, that's what the Me Too movement is mostly about. It's reclaiming their time, to take a phrase that black women have. Because that's basically what they're doing. They're coming to reclaim their time. They're like, look, we've been subjected to all these other things. And you notice when somebody of color comes out against somebody, like when that black girl who was on Girls came out against the white guy who was a producer, the white woman came right around and was like, no, I mean, it was just a joke. It's like, bitch, how you gonna speak for her experience? She's saying this nigga was rapey, Weinstein was rapey. Y'all was
Weinstein
like,
still out there.
Y'all was riding behind him. She said this nigga was rapey, and you're like, well, guys, we need to understand. It's like, that's why people don't fuck with y'all, because really the Me Too movement is about white women getting back at whoever it is that
that's how I
they
feel
feel
about
like
feminism.
slighted them.
White feminism.
But there's two flavors of feminism. There's the mainstream one that white people are going with,
correct,
and that they want you to drive behind.
Correct.
And there's also black women and other people who have made their own kind of lane.
Yeah, but they don't separate themselves enough. Like, no, they need to call them out. I don't care about you and your white bullshit.
I don't think they need to necessarily call them out. I think they need to call out their bullshit. So if you say that you're riding with us, and I'm over here and I'm saying, misogynoir, which is a term for racism and sexism specifically aimed at black women,
hey, honestly,
then I need y'all to come through.
Wait. You just gave me a new word. Misogynoir?
Yeah, misogynoir.
But I consider my vocabulary to be extensive. What the fuck is that?
Misogynoir is racism and sexism combined and aimed at black women. So we have our own term. Like, black women have their own term. You're not going to ever see a white woman talk misogynoir because they don't give a fuck about you getting your equality. They'll ride with you when you're on their feminist tip and you going with what they say, which is, hey, can you come through? We want to get this white guy over here. We want to get Bill Cosby, or we want to get this guy. We want to get that guy. But the moment you're like, hey, we're having these misogynoir problems, they're like,
because they're just like white men. They believe in the trickle-down effect. And the trickle-down effect helps you, because black women, this is why they're getting all these better jobs. Not because you don't deserve it or anything, but let me tell you, a black man and a black woman apply for a job, right? Mm-hmm. You're a woman and you're a minority.
Damn.
They give you the double minority points.
Even though I don't know how women are minorities when they're more than enough.
Well, it depends on the job. Women, there's more women in the United States, but not more women in actual jobs that matter. So, AKA not housemaker, because that's not
There's
a job.
more women in the world than men, though.
Yeah, no, there are. But again, the reason they do it is because historically, men get better jobs, better paying jobs, and whatever. And that's regardless. Now, we can get into whose fault it is that women don't ask for raises more, all the other stuff later. But historically, the reason that they show women more of a deference if a black woman and a black man apply is because historically black women haven't gotten the same rights and responsibilities that they should have. Now, to your point, if it's two minorities involved, then I think that what you should do is you should be like, all right, who's better qualified for the job? But depending on which kind of job it is, they may... Well,
who's hiring them? White male?
Well, more than likely, yes.
Yeah, so she's going to be the hottest black woman.
Yeah, she's...
No. But that's where we get into a whole nother thing. Correct. I forgot the word of it is, but where we hire people based on attractiveness. But whatever the word for that is, that's a real thing. And that's another thing that we don't like talking about. Because people do basically decide to hire you based on whether or not they think they can fuck you. Like, if I think I can fuck you, I'm more likely to hire you than
Would you
if I
do
get-
that honestly?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Again, pretty people get paid more. They get away with more shit. Like, that's a scientifically proven thing. Like, so people, it's not something that you're instinctually doing. Like, you don't go out being like, let me hire the hottest girl I can possibly hire. But you,
I would do that.
again, are going to bond more with someone who's pretty
Attractive.
because they're going to come with a very different confidence. Like, if we take two women right now, so we're equalizing the playing field. They're both black, both women. And one is hot and one is not. Even the girl who's not is better qualified. It's just the way that your brain is programmed.
wanna look
If
at
you're
you all
straight, if you're a straight man,
I don't want to look at you all day.
no, but if you're a straight man, the way that your brain is programmed is you're going to.
There's something
you
about
have a
this girl.
subconscious bias that you're gonna be like, yeah, there's something about
Yeah,
her.
she's never been to college, didn't get a GED, and I think I'm gonna hire her though.
I mean, you may not go to that effect because you still want somebody who can do the job. Because the thing that you hate the most of your manager is having to double do people's work, and there's nothing worse than a quote unquote blonde moment where you hire a girl who's just like, I mean, I kind of do it, but I kind of don't. But the last one I'm going to is one that we talked about briefly last time,
next week.
which is the Chris Brown child support saga. So he had his girl. She was getting $2,000. Then they turned to $5,000. Now she want to get $18,000.
Hell no.
You
Hell the fuck no.
for child support should have to make as much as what you're asking for, unless the level of lifestyle that you are accustomed to dictates differently. Now, if he moves you in,
It should never be more than your
he
salary.
was paying. No. If you get someone used to it, again, that's what spousal support is. If you get someone used to a particular lifestyle, yeah, I'm sorry, bro, you shouldn't have done that. Don't treat people too nicely. That's a lesson that all of us should know.
Every male.
Well, yeah, pretty much, and lesbians too.
How can
But
they have a baby?
no, but they get caught up in that trap all the time when they want to get rid of a partner.
Maybe bumping
Especially
bags.
now that now that lesbians can get married and so they're getting pressured like men have been getting pressured forever. Yeah, you like that shit now, don't you? This is why marriage sucks. Because when you want to leave somebody, they take half. She gonna take half.
yeah.
So
For you.
Chris Brown went from paying $2,000 to $5,000, which is understandable.
I think 2,000 too
And
low for
now,
Chris Brown.
now she wants $18,000 a motherfucking
Hey,
month.
honestly, do you think 2,000 is too low for Chris Brown? I do.
No. He makes $3.5 million a year. None of this is too low. I just think that if you want to ask for 18, then you need to be making at least 6. Like, if you don't bring in 6 to the household, don't ask me for 18.
I think that 2,000 was too low.
No, 2,000 was too low. But then she got the 5. At 5, she's like, now she wants the judge to go back, and she
This
wants
a month?
18. Yes, this is per month. She wants $18,000 dinero per month.
She was at $60,000 a year. I'm sorry. I'm
that's
that's
kind of shit like that.
Again, it's different if he got her accustomed to the lifestyle, but he just had a baby with you. You don't get accustomed to the lifestyle if a dude just go and a baby pop out 9 months later. That's not a lifestyle.
Well, it's kind of hard to say, man, because you don't know how long they've been talking or been together or whatever.
Nah, he
No.
just fucked
She
up.
would she. That's why everyone's throwing
How
shade
fresh
about
is
it.
this?
How
No,
fresh is this?
I
This
think
is
that's
this
like
is current.
a couple
This
years
is
now.
like 2 weeks ago.
How old is
I
the
thought
baby?
she had that baby about 2 or 3 years ago.
No,
right?
she had the baby 2 or 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like the court thing came into our spotlight two weeks ago.
So let me ask you this. So basically, she put him on child support the first time, right? And
Well,
then she
no,
was getting...
he happily paid child support when it was $1,000.
No, I know.
Then
But
became
hear
$2,000.
me out, though. She put him on child support the first time. She was getting
Yes.
a certain amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
2,000
Then she
too
went
low.
2,000. Then she went back again and was like, "Hey, this is enough. I need more."
I need
And then they
5G.
gave her 5,000.
Yes.
And now she's going back again and asking for 18.
Yeah.
It's like
She gonna get it.
for you to
No,
keep,
she gonna get it.
for you to keep going back so many times like that. Like how? Like let me ask you this. Like how many times do you feel like a female or a woman should be able to go back and ask for more on top of it? Like
It depends on the lifestyle. Like, again, you can't raise no baby off $400. But it don't take $100,000 to raise a baby every month either.
$5,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year. I know people.
yeah, that's 60,000.
I don't-
No. 60 again. 60,
And I guarantee you still buying a baby shit and seeing it. So I don't.
seeing him or her.
It's
Let's
a her.
not say it.
It was that. Then what he named his album was named Royalty.
You named a child world. All right, that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother tangent. But regardless, again, if you're going to have $18,000 a month that you want, I need you to at least make a third of that. I need you to at least make $6,000. I don't care how you make $6,000 as long as it's legal.
That's the baby mama.
Oh,
But I need you to at least make
would pay that.
$6,000 a month. If you asking for
bad
18.
as hell, though.
It don't matter if she bad though.
No, he ain't never seen it. I saw it before.
But that's kind of the problem is she's going into the court office, she's batting her eyes, she's complaining that we don't have enough. It's like if you got $5,000 a month, you ain't got no excuse for you not to have a nice apartment. You ain't got no excuse for that kid not to be getting the best of daycare because you don't work.
$6,000 a year, you ain't in no apartment.
No, $6,000 a year
Depends on
where
where
she
she
lives. She probably live in LA, so no, $6,000 don't buy that much.
Does she live in LA?
I think she live in LA.
Well,
I mean, she probably
Apparently, he agreed to $9,813 per month.
So he settled. All right. Well, that's all right. All right, Chris. Great job on negotiating. Like
Honestly, I was thinking $10,000 a month because he's Chris Brown, but I didn't want to say that out loud. Because $10,000, $120,000 a year. If you can't raise no kid off that, and honestly, Chris Brown is not in the position where he was a couple years ago, and I feel like he's fell off over the past few years.
He makes $3.5 million a year, but the problem is he makes a lot of that in royalty checks. You know, they don't come as often as like they used to come.
Yeah, those they don't come.
They come out, maybe every quarter. Don't be like God. What was that guy who cries a lot? Who was in Fast and Furious? Yeah, Tyrese. Don't be like Tyrese over here crying. I can't see my kid. Why is he doing this to me?
I got another site that said she was trying to get $21,000 a month.
What? Are you out your motherfucking mind?
He was trying to go to $9,813, $3,000 for travel, $6,000 a month for private school. This is on. He pays $6,000 a month for private school, medical expenses, and a nanny, and also pays additional $3,000.
What you need a nanny for? You don't fucking work.
Man, you know these. Well, I'm gonna say this to you: we got young men in the building. Your most important thing you have right now is your seed. Be careful who you put your seed in. I don't care how bad she is. You don't want to shoot that club up. Do you know what that is? That's good. Don't shoot that club up. We're not gonna do that. They know what sex is, right?
I mean, do you know what sex is, Supreme?
Yes.
All right, one day
do you know what it is?
Yes.
One day
say it loud and say it proud, like James Brown.
Yes.
Y'all hanging around somebody who's gonna put you in a good position. You're gonna see all these beautiful women, and you're gonna like, man, she's fine. One day you're gonna realize she ain't as fine as the next one.
She ain't.
And then there's gonna be another one. You thought she was fine, then she's gonna be another one that's fine.
Then you're gonna realize, dang, all this glitter doesn't make it gold, and it's not.
And on top of that, you're gonna realize some of the finest people do some of the foulest things.
Some of the most beautiful people are the ugliest things. What was that? Was that Kanye West?
I think that was Kanye.
Something like that. I said it wrong.
But no, Kanye did it wrong.
Yeah, but value your seed more than anything. Because
how you go from gold digger to Kim Kardashian?
It'll take your money. It'll take your time. And ultimately, in the United States of America and in most countries, the man has the highest responsibility. As long as you ain't getting them pregnant or raping them, you'll be fine. You can have a catacomb of women. I wouldn't recommend it. A lot of people did it. How's that life?
How's that life, Armstead?
Yeah.
The life is, this is old.
Okay.
I even heard him talking about it. It's just, it was all right, but I do it, but it's just not even like it used to be.
But Supreme and boy,
the
main takeaway here is that
you are ultimately responsible.
You're ultimately going to be responsible for a lot.
By the way, I
So
don't have a lot of
make
women, don't
certain
date them guys.
that you do not ever have sex with a woman that you wouldn't want to be with and be shackled to for 18 years.
No, don't listen to that part.
Do not.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes
No.
Sometimes it
You
happens.
don't slip and fall
He's
into
lying.
a chick.
He's lying. He's done it. He's done it.
I have not.
So you say you've never slept with a woman?
That I wouldn't be shackled to for 18 years?
Yeah.
I'm very... I was taught this lesson that you're trying to give at a very young age.
So you say you've never,
Ever.
how well do they know you?
They know me pretty well.
That well?
They know me pretty well.
Like 2015 well?
2015 well. We're going to go ahead and call that the end of the Everyday Black Men podcast. Please check us out on all the streaming platforms like SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts,
Streaker.
Is
that the name of
Stitcher.
it?
Nah,
Stitcher.
it's
I
Stitcher.
just said Streaker.
Castbox. You got anything that you want to say, Armstead? Be quick.
Hit a flow. Armstead, hit a flow.
Armstead, don't go.
Don't cry.
Don't you start that goddamn not crying shit. But listen,
Armstead, come on.
listen. On the real shit when it comes to the whole relationship topics and stuff like that, y'all just be careful who y'all dealing with. Stay protected. Wrap it up. There's too much shit going on out here. And I'm
super gonorrhea.
There's some new shit out there.
Super
that y'all do not want.
Be careful.
And y'all just be safe out
Our reading.
Oh yeah, I do have something to say. My grandmother died this morning. Rest in peace. That's weird.
What? Seriously?
It is really
Bye.
weird. Rest in peace, Grandma.